What's up and welcome everyone to another Warzone video, and today we have some huge news coming to the Warzone, and it's this right here. I'm going to give it to you straight up. Now, we've got this piece of news. You may have already seen this on Twitter or Reddit, but I'm also going to bring together all of the news that we know of how Cold War and Warzone are going to integrate. Now, in the background, I've got some gameplay of me playing with my buddy Exact. We competed yesterday in a $60,000 tournament in a 2v2 kill race. Basically, my duo and their duos try to get more kills by the end of the match, and we fragged out all day. We placed 5th out of 16 pro teams. We almost qualified. It was an absolute blast. Thank you so much from everyone from YouTube who came over to check that out live. It's amazing. Also, more gameplay coming from it here in the next couple of days. But today we are talking all about news and how Cold War and Warzone are going to integrate. This is the big piece of news today, and then we're going to go over everything that we've seen. Thanks from like their quarterly report from Activision and Blizzard. We've got all the information that we have right now, because unfortunately COD isn't too transparent with this stuff, so it kind of sucks a little. But here's the information that we got today. So, an art lead from Activision. Now, this isn't like anything official, unfortunately, from Activision, but this is a verified art lead from Activision. He was on a forum post. Someone asked, it should be noted, it's a bit of a speculation. I can't see them changing engines when Modern Warfare's engine handles big maps and player counts much better. They're talking about, you know, whether this game will run on Modern Warfare's old engine, Warzone, or if Warzone will swap over to the new Call of Duty Cold War engine. And so he's like, it just doesn't make sense. Not to mention that Warzone will continue to be cross-gen, so you don't have to change your game to the worst performing engine that is struggling on previous gen. And so that user is basically just speculating. I can't see them doing it. And it was confirmed by an art lead, a verified member on this forum, that there will not be an engine shift for Warzone. Now, what does this mean? We're not all game developers, and frankly, I knew a few of the implications of this, but I did some more reading to figure out what exactly this would mean for Warzone and Cold War. So, obviously, when we talk about the engine, some of the big things that are going to come our way. So, the animations, the way our players run, the way our players move around the map. This felt a little clunky in Cold War. Granted, it was the alpha and beta, but they're still going to do some refinements. But the animations in movement should all feel the same. That means the movement mechanics, unless they adjust them drastically, specifically for Warzone, will also stay the same. Things like slide canceling. You're not going to have the side slides. You're not going to have the drop shot where you put your hand down and you can't aim down sight. All of those movements should stay the same. In-game performance. So you should roughly only see the same, if not better, performance when we go over the Cold War map. I imagine when they add the new Cold War map, they can do things as they craft the map with, you know, shaders and design and draw distances to make it even better performing than it currently is in Warzone. Graphics, all the graphic settings that we currently have, whether it's on PC or consoles, expect those to change. Hopefully with the next-gen consoles, and I actually believe confirmed with Cold War, you will have an FOV slider for Warzone, which is amazing. Because I can't imagine, I'm sorry, console players, I cannot imagine playing Warzone on 80 FOV. You're at a disadvantage. I'm not gonna deny it. Things like hit detection, net code, time to kill, unless they adjust that personally. And we're going to talk later on about how the guns are actually going to change as well. We have a leak from that as well, saying how the guns are going to be integrated. So stay tuned for that. And then also things like the sound engine. All of this stuff is wrapped up into the graphics engine, so we will be using the Modern Warfare one. Hopefully they continue to make adjustments. You know, hopefully they make adjustments to like that last one there, the sound engine or the graphics performance. But those are some things that we're going to see. Now, what are some other things that we're going to see? These are specific to, you know, outside of this little forum post launch that a lot of people are talking about today. So, earlier this month, during the company's Q3 results call, business jargon, Activision Blizzard's COO, Chief Operations Officer, has announced that Black Ops Cold War's first season will arrive in December. Now, we don't have an exact date for it, but that's when the first season of Warzone will launch. As a part of the game's first season, Black Ops Cold War and Warzone integration will take effect on this date. This will allow players to bring Black Ops Cold War weaponry and operators into the Warzone. So that means on November 13th, when Cold War launches, do not expect to boot up Warzone into something completely new. Don't expect to bring your weapons into it. Don't expect to bring operators into it. The first season, the first Battle Pass season, all of that is going to kick off sometime in December to be announced. That means for this channel especially, and for you as a player, on November 13th, you should expect to see the traditional campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. There's a lot of content dropping for those three things, and after those three things drop, you got probably about a month maybe around Christmas time, everyone's getting off the school, work, holidays, etc. Expect the Warzone content to drop. Now, how is all of this going to come into the Warzone? Once again, all of this is from either their president or their COO. These are direct quotes from them. It says Black Ops Cold War in-game content will be centered around the same in-game system that resonated so well with players in Modern Warfare. And starting with the first season of in-game content in December, Black Ops Cold War will be integrated into Warzone. We'll bring Black Ops Cold War characters and weaponry into a free-to-play experience. Warzone remains free-to-play, along with substantial new content, ensuring that Warzone remains both the terrific experience and a powerful on-ramp for the franchise's premium content. So, they're still definitely leaning forward, heavy into Warzone. We're seeing a lot more Activision Blizzard-sponsored tournaments as well. They are dumping money into Warzone, so don't expect it to go anywhere anytime soon. Now, first off, if you guys learned anything new from this video, I'm going to take a little quick segue. Make sure to drop a subscribe button. We're going to be dropping new video every day in November. You guys know I still work full-time, so I'm working my butt off to get this content out to you guys. So if you enjoy this content, you find value in it, and you want to see me go full-time someday, make sure to drop subscribe. Maybe throw a like on the video. I really, really appreciate the support. Once again, if you didn't learn anything new yet, hang around, and once I hit that information with you, any piece of valuable information, consider subscribing, because I'm going to be providing a lot more. Now, it says players can, of course, continue to use their Modern Warfare content in Warzone once Black Ops launches. And as a result, one cool feature will be that players will see that they're able to choose either their Black Ops loadout or their Modern Warfare loadouts in Warzone for their gameplay. And this is just one example of how Warzone is going to expand and evolve over time. So, I predict that possibly they're going to nuke Verdansk and switch completely over to a new map. This is something that Fortnite has done in the past. It's just like, all right, boys, this map was fun. Everyone's moving over to the new one. We're forcing everyone to it. But fortunately, they're not doing the same thing with guns. Like, let's say you are in love with the MP5 or, you know, some specific gun to Modern Warfare. You can port that over to Cold War as well. So that's exciting. You're not going to have to drop off a gun that maybe you've gotten really fond of. You can play with either Cold War or Modern Warfare. And now it says players can also expect a ton of free post-launch content from Black Ops Cold War Premium Experience across multiplayer and zombies. I think we did a great job on this for the community and everyone with Modern Warfare, and we'll do the same for Black Ops. So November 13th is really just the beginning. So I think that's really exciting. I think there's going to be a lot of great things coming to the game. But one question that I've always had is, when we look at these guns and we look at these games, you know, the time to kill is different in Cold War and Modern Warfare. We may have the option to use a Cold War gun, but the time to kill is going to be drastically different. And so what we ended up finding out from Tom Henderson, he's the CEO and owner of Viral Junkie, he had an inside source that told him exactly how we should expect these weapons to port over. So they're going to work hand in hand with Raven Software. Raven Software is one of the development teams that works with Call of Duty. Specifically, they work a lot with the PC port, and they work very heavily with Warzone and the cross-platform, and they've been an integral part, I think, since Black Ops 4 is when they really picked up and started using Raven Software as like a leading name. Could be wrong there. But Raven Software has been very prevalent the last few years. It says Raven Software will work closely with both Infinity Ward and Treyarch for Black Ops Cold War integration. Especially Black Ops Cold War weapons will be completely rebalanced to match Modern Warfare's current weapons in Warzone. Black Ops Cold War weapons will not have a longer time to kill than Modern Warfare's. What a lot of people noticed whenever they switched onto the Cold War beta was that it took a longer time to kill. And in a lot of ways, that felt great. But then you worry about this amazing gun that you may love from Cold War is all of a sudden going to play terribly compared to the time to kills in Modern Warfare. According to Tom Henderson over at Viral Junkie, a very reliable source with past Call of Duty leaks, they are going to work with Raven Software and completely redesign all of the weapons. This means by the end of the Black Ops Cold War lifecycle, there will be over 100 different individual weapons in Warzone, and the next title release in 2021 will also be integrated into Warzone exactly the same as Black Ops Cold War, which is really amazing to see. In my opinion, this just leads for a legacy of content to come for years of Call of Duty Warzone. I think there's so much potential with this game. It plays so well, and obviously with such a large community, I think there's a really bright future ahead of us. So, guys, that's all the information I have for us today. I've got, you know, what engine the game's going to run on, what we should expect to see for the guns, when we can expect to see Black Ops Cold War and Warzone Integrate, which is sometime in December. On the launch date, expect November 13th, campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. But if you want all news as soon as it drops for all things Call of Duty, all things Warzone, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We not only do news, release, updates, we also do guides, how to play games. We've got a lot of cool things coming up, especially with videos every day in November. I've got some really cool stuff headed your way for some in-game guides, Warzone Academy stuff that I've been looking forward to releasing. So I'm going to let the rest of this game play out in the background. Once again, this is me, Zach, preparing for a $60,000 tournament. We performed exceptionally in it, beat some really, really amazing teams, and got some more gameplay ahead for you later this week. But in the meantime, hope today's video helped. If it did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Follow me over on Twitch if you want to catch any gameplay live. I always tweet out about all the live content, all the news first, so make sure to follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.
Yes, we are.
Goodness. Drop the plate box.
The newspaper out. Okay.
You're safe. You lost the enemy trackers.
Yeah,
Somebody from green beamed you, right?
Yeah.
Head to the new safe zone.
You might be behind that close shed. In here.
Nice.
On me.
You're just too good, Isaac. That's the issue. You're just too damn good.
Feeling all right now. That was interesting. There were snipers underneath this tower.
Okay.
By yourself.
Yeah, yep. Good looks.
I'm gonna buy an airstrike.
How do you want to do it? Do you want to wrap this right side, you said?
Yeah, wrap right side.
Yeah, like it.
Trying to full send a little bit just because I know if we had another team or you know another opponent with us.
Zooming.
Like go, God, they're over there. Like.
Yeah, everybody usually at this point, everyone splits up and literally just darts. Trying to pick up kills.
They were right here. I don't. Yep. Could have sworn I just saw them back there. Obviously, it sucks. We won't be able to mark during the match.
Yep.
Remain. You're nearly done.
There he is.
Oh, you just got put on hip hop bad.
Top of the
Oh,
hill.
I got sniped from somewhere. I'm laying down. Yeah,
Hit him.
Killed him. Good shots, baby.
This kid. Oh my God.
Dude, like, there's no way.
Death chat, stay winning. Probably got some weirdos like way on the edge or something.
Oh,
Yep.
sniping deep southeast. Yep.
What are you using? Carbine. Stop.
I got armor broke on 2 of them.
Okay. Mark. We shot in the back. Snipe in the back. There's a weirdo. Yep.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, he's dead.
Beam. All right, it's 2v4. Then they're straight across the way. I broke 2 armors.
Safe zone located.
Yep, he's very hurt. 2 just dropped on that.
I'm rapping hard, right? Should have picked up one of their snipers.
So are they. I got another one beamed. 1E. They're all wrapping this hill right in front of you on the edge.
5 remaining.
Last one is like, yep. Self-rest behind the tree as well.
Finish him, Zach. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby. We get a little 40 something.
Yeah, little 44.
44? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm telling you, baby, tournament age is different, Isaac.
Yep.
It's
Turn me up.
different.
Ugh.
It's different. Let's go.